Hello students, welcome to Sir's classes. In this video, I will be solving the following question from ISS 2017 paper 4. Now here we have to explain the phase 1 and phase 2 of clinical trials. So we have to explain the phase 1 and phase 2 of clinical trials. Now, in the phase 1 of clinical trials, we usually have small number of test subjects, that is, recruit, a few patients, and this trial, it is not very specific. For example, suppose this clinical trial is about some type of chemotherapy treatment. So here the patients involved would be the cancer patients. Now, in the phase 1, we can recruit only few of these cancer patients, and these cancer patients can have any type of cancer. So they can have any type of cancer. Now, in the phase 1, the results that we obtain from the phase 1, so the results are, or the outcomes are, number 1, that is how much of the drug is safe to give, or the how much dose of this treatment it is safe to give. So first one is how much of the drug is safe to give. Next is what are the side effects. Next is what are the side effects. Next is how the body copes with the drug, that is the changes that are happened in the body because of this drug, how the body copes with them. So how the body copes with the drug. And the next is if the treatment is actually beneficial. So if the treatment beneficial, that is, in this case, whether the treatment will shrink the cancer. So this is the phase 1. Now after the phase 1, we move towards the phase 2. So after phase 1, we move towards the phase 2. Now this phase 2, they are larger, so that is they recruit more patients, and this test subjects or patients, they may or may not be specific depending upon the, so it may or may not be specific depending upon what is the type of treatment or the type of this test or what is the type of treatment is there. So depending upon its type or kind, this second phase, it may or may not be specific. That is, either all the patients have same type of cancer or they may have different type of cancer. So this is the phase 2. Now the results of phase 2. Results of phase 2 is that first one is that which type of, in this case, which type of cancer the treatment works for. That is, what is the specific problem this drug or this treatment works for. So the specific problem or disease so the specific problem or disease this treatment works for, the treatment works for, treatment works for. Next is that we would learn more about the side effects and how the body copes with the drug. So we know more about the side effects and how the body copes with the drug and how body copes with the drug. And next is that it tells us whether this experimental treatment, its results are good enough, that is, it works well enough for it to test in the larger population. So whether it works well enough to test in a larger population. So at first we have phase 1, which is generally a phase or it recruits few people, and the recruiters or the patients, they are not very specific. So this is the phase 1 in which the experimental trial is going on in a basic level. Now next is phase 2, in which the same thing is going around in a bit advanced level. So the advantage is that, number 1, that we will know what is the specific type of disease this drug is useful for or mostly useful for. Then we may know more about the side effects and how the body copes with the drug. And next is we would know that whether this treatment it works well enough to be given or to be applied on a larger population.